And always with the potato chip sound, you know that we're live. Welcome back, everyone, to the Video Creators Lounge. I'm Mark Yirrell, host of the VCL News. As always, make sure you're following us on all our social media, wherever you're watching this. Be sure to sub, follow, or like the page. You can get updates on whenever we go live. In addition, especially we sub to our YouTube, because once we get 100 subscribers there, not only will we post a special video for y'all, but we'll have access to some special features to our YouTube. We'll be able to have a specific unique URL with a link with a bunch of other analytics features, so be sure to do that. Question of the week this week. Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 10 duck-sized horses? I'm going to throw that question to the producers. Producers panel, what do you guys think?
What?
Would you fight a horse-sized duck or 10 duck-sized horses?
What?
I thought we'd have a little bit more fun this week with it.
Yes.
Yes? You do, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I used the one to fight the other. I don't remember the premise, so I'm just going to say that.
So you're gonna have the horse-sized duck and the.
Do we get to eat it after?
You can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't there a war simulator? I know we're moving ahead to the video games, but isn't there a war simulator game where you can set up different animals against other animals? I saw T-Rexes versus chickens.
Oh, that exists?
Yes.
Oh, we need to play that.
We should.
We need to play that. I'm sure AJ would be big into that.
He would. Let's continue with the news.
But yeah, no, I personally would fight 10 duck-sized horses because I would just kick them away from me. One duck-sized horse would be too much. That's a big animal. Be sure to no VCL spotlight tonight, but be sure to private message us on either Instagram or Facebook, or email us to let us know if you think you'd be a good fit for that for an upcoming show, or if you think somebody else would be a good fit for that. And always join the VCL Facebook group. I'm posting a lot more in there, posting a lot of job opportunities, a lot of the links from the show, and a couple that might not get featured in the show. So be sure to go join that group. Links are in the description. And without further ado, I think we can get straight into the news. Ooh, did that spike the levels a little bit? My bad. Hey! All right, going straight into it. Events that are happening in the New England area around film. A lot of different film festivals. So the reason why I highlight a lot of film festivals lately is because I think it's a great way to get into the local film scene and just become a better filmmaker in general. You need to have a network. You need to have a community you can bounce ideas off of and feed off their energy. And it's hard to do nowadays with COVID. And they're struggling as much as we are, probably even more, just because they're trying to keep afloat, keep financially stable, pay their employees. So any help you can give them, I'm sure will be greatly appreciated and will help them continue until this new normal has passed and we can go back to the old normal. First off, we have the Independent Film Festival of Boston. They are having their fall focus from October 29th until November 2nd. So that started yesterday. It's completely virtual. Ticket prices for general admission are for regular screenings is $12. Opening and closing films are $14. However, for IFF Boston members, you can get a regular screening for only $10, with the opening and closing films only for $12. Great film festival, one of the biggest in Boston. Check it out if you are. And keep them on your radar for that way when they're back in business. It's definitely a great opportunity to network. Next up, we have the Dockyard. Dockyard is a series that's put on at the Brattle Theater. I don't believe Brattle's even partially opened yet for films. But they are still having Dockyard is still having its virtual series. Right now they're showing the Feed and the Rifleman, two films booked together. They're having that until the 31st, and it's been up since the 26th. Great thing about it is that it's donation based for the tickets, so you can watch it for free. Although it's recommended that you give a little bit for the ticket. It's directed by the Feed is directed by Kevin Rafferty, who is a Boston filmmaker who unfortunately passed this recently in July. And this film he made back in the 90s is being re-brought back. So it's a great opportunity to watch some old films, to look at some cool archival footage that you may not have seen before about presidents especially with the election coming up. It's an opportune time to dig into it. So that check that out. That's available again for free or a donation. In addition to that, Dockyard is also having a screening of the viewing booth in conjunction with the Boston Jewish Film Festival. They're actually co-presenting at the film with the Jewish Film Festival during their festival that's coming up. More about that film festival in a second. But that screening is going to be $15 of the viewing booth. That's going to be available from November 4th until the 15th. November 9th at 8:30 p.m. there's going to be a live conversation with the director. So if you're a fan of the movie, if you want to learn more about it, it's an interesting topic. It's about a young girl who's very supportive of Israel, seeing footage from the West Bank for the first time. So if you're interested in that, Middle Eastern, Israeli, and Palestinian issues, that this would be a great film for you. And you can hear live from the director on November 9th at 8:30. Links in the description. Next up, we have the Providence Children's Film Festival. We've been plugging them for a couple of weeks. Just to remind you guys, the last day to get the regular price for the submit your film to the film festival is tomorrow, Halloween, October 31st. After that, you only have until November 20th to submit your film for a late fee that's higher. Right now, the regular rate is, if you get it in by tomorrow, standard price is $40. If you're a student, it's $35. Gold members with the Providence Film Festival are $32. And after the 31st, it goes up to $50 for standard, $45 for student, and $40 for gold. Anyone can submit, whether it's kids or adults, as it is a kids' film festival. However, the film must be directed for children, for a younger, all ages viewing audience. Next up, we have the Boston Jewish Film Festival from November 4th until the 15th. We talked a little bit about the Dockyard co-presentation. They're doing a number of co-presentations and have a number of great films on their lineup. Tickets include an all-access pass for $360, so you can get watch all the films you want, every single one. If you only want to watch 10 of them, it's $110, and individual tickets for single films are $15. Next up, we have Arts Emerson. So this is this is close and near and dear to my heart because Emerson is my alma mater, and the person who runs the Bright Light series actually was one of my professors. Shout out to Anna Feeder. And if you go to Emerson, take her exhibition class. It's great. Bright Lights is showing Cured. The next film showing up is a documentary called Cured on November 5th. It's a film about the gay activists, LGBT activists working to get homosexuality taking off the APA's list of mental diseases. And it has a lot of new uncovered archival footage. If you are interested in the topic, or if you're just interested in documentaries and history in general, this was a great watch. Or if you're just bored on the 5th, it's free. All of the Bright Light films are free, and they've moved everything to virtual. And they're still having, and even when they were in person, you could still watch the films for free. It's a great opportunity. Lots of great films go through this series. It's a shame that you can't watch them in theaters with 100 of your closest friends you've never met before, but you can still. They're still having these films that you can watch. Again, no money down, and you can still. They still have the Q&As over Zoom. So great opportunity. Mark it down to your calendars. We're gonna be updating you on future screenings. Shout out Emerson. Next up, we have Arlington International Film Festival, November 5th to the 15th, entirely online, like most of these film festivals. I know we've had a couple of hybrid film festivals. This is unfortunately not one of them, but they are having tickets for individual films available starting November 5th. Single tickets are $12, but if you want to bulk passes, $45 for a 6-ticket film pass, $85 for a full festival passport. All the films you want, you can watch there. And the full lineup is available online, so you can start planning your schedule now. Next up, we have, last but not least, the eighth annual Boston International Kids Film Festival. That's happening a little later next month, on the 20th till the 22nd. An all-access pass for an individual viewer, so you can have access to all the films, not just access to all the films just for one person. $55. Access for 2 or more viewers is $75. And if you just want an individual film block, that's going to be $20.
Is there anything special about this festival?
It is special. So it is. Thank you, Justin, for asking. It is, well, first put on by somebody who's actually visited the lounge in the past. So thank you. Shout out to her. Thank you for visiting the lounge. And
all by kids.
And it's all by kids. It's all by kids, for kids. It's all the. It's not just media made for kids. Kids also participate in the submissions. It's really great to see kids getting started in the filmmaking, art of filmmaking early. I personally wanted to get into it as a kid. I didn't have the community though, and I didn't have the equipment. And now, or at least that's what I told myself. Nowadays, everyone has a camera in their pocket with one of these things. But it's good that there's resources out there for younger kids to get into it, unlike I did. I couldn't get into it when I was older. Take advantage of it now. You have plenty of time to book what you want to do. In addition to just films, there's also going to be some workshops. There's going to be a filmmaking boot camp, where you can make your own film in one weekend during the course of the film festival. In addition, you can also, there's a stop motion class available also over the weekend. So instead of just making a movie, you can make a stop motion movie over the course of the weekend. It's really interesting. Make sure you mark it down in your calendars and reserve your pass, so that way you can take advantage of either the films or the workshops. And let kids know, I'm guessing not many young people watch this show, but if you know some kids that are into filmmaking, be sure to forward them this film festival. It'll be a great opportunity for them. Next up, how did I do, Justin? That good?
Very good.
All right. Next up, we have the actors and actresses section. So great news, folks. There's a lot of classifieds for actors and actresses this week. As always, I highly recommend that you get on the email list for all the local casting agencies, from Slate Casting to Boston Casting to all the different casting agencies. If you're trying to get serious about acting. It's not a sure way to get jobs. You always need to be pounding the pavement, but it's a good way to start. One thing that's Slate Casting put out this week is a call for African-American men ages 25 to 35, pays $500 for one day if cast. Submissions are due as soon as possible, so send in a current photo, your contact info, or the contact info of the agent of your agent if you have one, the city you live in, and your headshot and acting resume to Slate self-taped at Gmail as soon as possible, so that way you can get in the running for this role. Coming up, we have 6 roles for a short film that's shooting in Boston. They're looking for 2 males, ages 25 to 35, any ethnicity. 2 males, 45 to 55. Also, all these are on any ethnicity. 2 males, 45 to 55, heavy build and deep voice. So, like me. I don't know where that came from.
It was fantastic.
Was that fantastic? Okay, good. Thank you, Raj. I got the job. I got the job.
You're hired.
That means I can quit this job. Let's get something that people watch. Let's go. Okay. No. So yeah, they're also looking for a female, aged 25 to 35, any ethnicity, and female, 18 to 25. Any ethnicity. So be sure to send in your headshots, a resume, and portfolio to Dana. I want to make sure I'm saying this. Dana Shri at me.com. I don't believe it's a paid gig, but they will be giving IMDb credits out. Workshops and rehearsals are in November. Shooting starts in December and January of next year. So be sure to send that in if you're interested. Also, next up, we have the New England Models Group hiring for a non-union photo and video shoot. They're looking for Asian males aged 40 to 80. Experience is not necessary for this job. If you don't have much acting experience in your past, don't worry about it. This would probably be a good first-time acting gig for you. They're going to be acting as patients. You don't have to worry about speaking. Like I said, great for first timers if you're not too experienced with acting. Submit your photos to talentbooker@nemg.com. That is talentbooker@nemg.com, New England Models Group. Family members may submit as well. If you can do a group, send in if you would like. If you're doing, if multiple family members are trying to be cast. What are you doing? No. And next up, we have Improv for Stress that being put on by the Actors Workshop. This is a workshop for improv under any type of stressful situation, not just in your industry. Actors Playbook. I apologize. This would be a great thing. How to use improv in your daily life as well as on stage, and how to use it in stressful situations to work your way out of them. Really interesting technique. I've taken a little bit of improv for not for performance, but for professional development, and it is, some aspects of improv can be really good for that. It can apply to many different ways. So check it out if you're not a true improv leader just yet, like me. It's $49 for the class. It's happening Wednesday the 4th at 5 p.m. until 6:30 p.m. They keep the class sizes small. I believe they only keep it open for 8 people, so that way the instructor can teach better and have a better relationship with the students. So check it out if that sounds interesting to you. And last but not least, for this part of the show, we have CP Casting. CP Casting is looking for foreign language speakers for a Netflix movie. Another Netflix film is filming in Massachusetts, guys. COVID is not stopping us, and the sunsetting of the tax credit is not stopping us. We are getting back to work. It makes me so happy. They're looking for actors and actresses 18 plus to portray news reporters, and they are on-camera speaking roles, so it's not just extras work. And it is part of, however, it is under SAG-AFTRA, so if you're in the acting union, you are eligible. If you're not, you most likely won't be. However, it's shooting in Massachusetts. On the November 15th through the 24th. Make sure you email your availability, your language fluency, and your acting experience to cpcastingsubmission@gmail.com if you're interested in putting your hat in the ring for this great position. Next up, for screenwriters, a lot of screenwriters, directors, a lot of news for the screenwriters and directors part of our community. First, we have the Top Shorts film contest that we mentioned last time. It is one of the it's a very highly rated contest on Film Freeway. It's great for beginners. If you have a short that you're trying to put together or already been sitting on but been timid to submit, this would be a good film festival to submit to. They have monthly contests as well as annual contests, so you can constantly keep working on making new things and having it judged. And they also do it for screenplays as well. So if you have something, make sure to send it in by November 9th to be in this month's competition. And it should be a great time, a great networking experience, a great experience to test your work and test your mettle as an artist. Next up, we have the Boston Screenwriters Group. Their next meeting is tomorrow at 11 a.m. If that's too short notice for you, there is another meeting coming up in November at 11 a.m. That one you can still be able to send. You still have time to send in your scripts. You're supposed to send it in the Thursday, the week before or the week of, I believe, of the event. So if you're willing, if you want to come in tomorrow's meeting, and not have your work looked at yet, that'd be a great opportunity for you to meet some other people and critique other people's work. However, if you want to have your work critiqued, send it in by Thursday, the week of the 14th. They're looking for micro and short scripts. Look at around 10 pages in length especially if it's a longer piece. Or maybe choose a single scene if it's a long form movie, and send that in, and you'll get some nice feedback from some local screenwriters. And last for this part of the section, we have also by the Boston Screenwriters Group. They're having an event on November 1st at 2 p.m. that's being hosted by Kenyatta Hoskins, who's the writer of the table read they're going to be doing for this event. as well as Naheem Garcia, who's a local actor and acting coach. It's going to be a table read that's going to be viewed by anyone who wants to come in. They already selected all the actors beforehand, but now you can sit in, watch how people work with one another, see how table reads can be helpful for the acting process and the film development process. And you can ask questions after, including with Naheem, who has worked in a bunch of local films, including RIPD and The Equalizer too. So definitely mark your calendars for that great event. Next up, we have the section like uncategorized. I'm thinking about we're gonna change up some of these categories, but we have the Mass Production Coalition's funding raising campaign. I keep plugging it because it's super important. They're a great organization that's been fighting to keep the the Massachusetts tax incentive up and running, because it's currently they unfortunately lost the fight, the most recent fight of keeping it, of not getting it sunsetted. It is on track to get sunsetted, I believe, in 2022, but there's still time to get it reversed. It's just a slow and arduous process as anything in the legal system. So, and they're also giving out a lot of resources for COVID support for productions right now. So if you have anything you can support them with, they have a $50,000 goal they're trying to reach. When I start doing the research, when I was doing the prep for this show, I think it was around 20,000. They're now at 21,000. But it's still only not even half of where they want to be. So anything you can help them out with, or even just share it. If you don't have anything you can donate, it would be, I'm sure they'd greatly appreciate it and help them a lot. Also coming from the Mass Production Coalition, if you are looking for reasons why the film industry is important, which I'm guessing you weren't looking for to begin with because you're watching this show, the Mass Production Coalition has released an economics impact report in Massachusetts off of what Castle Rock's first season, which filmed here, I believe, last year. There's a bunch of data points in this study, but just a couple big ones. It created 1,026 jobs, generated $69 million in economic activity. That money was spent in 210 cities and towns across the state and generated $4.73 of economic activity for each $1 of tax credit issued by the state. That is over a 4 times return on investment. This is a important part of the Massachusetts economy, and it can grow, especially with the growth of streaming services. This is a great thing for the state, and it needs to be kept. Please send this to any of your congressmen and congresswomen. Full reports in the link below, and this shows why it's one of the many reasons why Mass Production Coalition is such an important resource for local filmmaking in New England. While talking about resources for important resources for New England filmmakers, New England Film is actually looking for new leadership. So it was originally started 20 years ago by a woman named Michelle Meek, who is actually an Emerson alum, like yours truly. She wanted to start a magazine talking about the local film scene. She ended up starting a website instead because it was cheaper to start up. And 20 years later, the rest is history. She's been the website has been a big part of the local film scene, and it's been helping many people, including myself, find jobs and get their feet wet, network, learn more about the industry, and I use it a lot to find news articles and news points for this show. She's currently a professor at Bridgewater, I believe, and she's ready to move on and focus completely on teaching and writing and speaking. So she's looking for someone to take over. If you're interested in taking over, send email proposal to michelle@newenglandfilm.com by January 31st next year, so 2021. So you have plenty of time. If you have ever wanted to run your own news site, this is the time to do it. Good luck to you, Michelle. I know we don't know each other, but thank you for all the things you've done for my professional career and the career of my fellow friends. And we all wish you the best in this next chapter of life you're going into. And last for this part of the news, we have the Spotlight Playhouse in Lawrence, community theater in Lawrence, is announcing auditions for its Holidays Cabaret show. Online submissions are due by November 4th next week at midnight, and they are asking for an online audition form filled out, as well as a headshot, a resume, and an audition video. So if you're interested in getting back into theater, if you're an actor, if you're a theater actor, if you want to start theater acting, this is a good opportunity. Get back into it. We can still go to the theaters. We can social distance and still go watch plays. Show date is on December 18th through the 19th. All the information on rehearsal times and how to apply are in the link below, so go check that out. Last part, wrap up on all the cool things the VCL family and friends of the VCL have been up to this week. So first off, with a friend of the VCL, Sean Cedarholm. Sean, how's it going, buddy? We worked on Roll Hat Film Collective together. We're organizing network events for local filmmakers. We hosted a bunch of events at the VCL when we still had a brick and mortar location. Sean's still working hard. He's currently working with Abby Normal Productions, which is a theater group that has transitioned to COVID life and is taking their craft to Zoom. And they've been having a number of productions based on a lot of classic creature flicks from Victorian era, like Jekyll and Hyde. And this week we've got Bram Stoker's Dracula, an adaptation that Sean wrote himself. Is being, I believe it's happening. When is it happening? I forgot to put that in my notes. Can you scroll up for me, Raj? It's happening at 8:30 this Friday. So mark your calendars and watch the live stream on Facebook. I believe that's the main place where they're streaming it.
I hate to interrupt, Mark, but it's actually 8 p.m. tonight.
8 p.m.
Oh, 8 p.m. tonight.
8 p.m. tonight.
Yeah, 8 p.m.
Today is Friday, Mark.
Yeah. Today's Friday. Well, watch it in. Okay, so you have an hour to get ready. Get pop some popcorn, get some drinks, and watch this awesome production adaptation of Dracula. Thank you, Raj. Oh, and Raj, you're next up. Raj, what have you been up to this week?
Let me tell you, Mark. Today, I actually played a very anticipated game just released yesterday. I paid full price for this shit. But it is called Teardown. It is a totally destructible sandbox environment. Basically, you're trying to craft the perfect heist. So you could drop a safe through the floor into a dump truck.
So we're talking about video games?
We are talking about video games.
Oh, well, this is okay.
Yes.
That's good. That helps provide the context.
It does. Here, let me play this while we're doing it. We can.
Yeah.
This is a bit. Oh no.
Oh no, Linus text tips.
Away,
That's
man.
not what we wanted.
No way. We don't want to advertise him. This is,
Sub to Linus text tips.
So,
Linus, send us some money.
yes, it is a fully destructible environment. Let me see if I can find a better moment for you. So here, I'm trying to get this safe through the door before I realize I basically just got to break all the walls to get this safe to where I need it to go. So that's basically the context.
So you just started smashing the floor with a hammer in order to get
You basically are trying to get. The missions I did, you're helping the police and you're helping an affluent man with property that's in his way.
Interesting.
I'm looking at the camera, but I'm not a camera. It's amazing. It's amazing. Anyways, so the point is, it is indeed a fun game, and it was a lot of fun. I played it today. I've been playing a couple other games, but this one felt like it deserved the spotlight.
All right, and there's a Brawlhalla tournament this Saturday, right?
That is correct.
Tomorrow.
Correct. That is correct.
It's not just right; it's correct.
It's correct. There should be a Brawlhalla tournament usually about 7:30 our time.
All right, and if you don't know what Brawlhalla is, it's a poor man's Super Smash Brothers.
Or a rich man's, because there's a lot of microtransactions. So it could be a rich man's Super Smash Brothers, but the style is very similar.
I gotta stop talking crud about it and actually play it. But were you streaming anything tonight at all? There was talk about that?
Maybe we'll see.
Maybe we'll see.
We'll see.
There's no
Probably
spotlight,
tomorrow
we'll
and
see.
definitely Sunday. Sunday's my day, but definitely Sunday for sure.
As my cousin dropped by at all.
If he wants to, he seems to be busy a lot.
I'll give him a call and see what's up. I don't. That's strange of him. He usually does nothing with his life. Yeah, I will hit him up. All right. And next up, we have Brooke. Brooke, big news for Brooke. She is now a civil servant. Congratulations, Brooke, for being sworn in as a member of the Amesbury Cultural Council.
Lambert artist.
Brooke Lambert, artist. She's not only an artist; she's a politician now too. Wearing many hats. You're super talented, as we all know, Brooke. Congratulations. We're so proud of you. Good luck with this new job. I hope you do a lot of good for your community.
Yeah.
And
More though. There's even more.
and there's even more. She is having her work shown at the Loading Dock Gallery in Lowell starting in November, and that's going to be a long-term exhibition, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be for a while, yeah.
In perpetuity.
In
forever.
perpetuity, forever and ever and ever, she will have her art always hanging in Loading Dock Gallery. Congratulations to you, Brooke. Looking forward. We'll put you on the news again, and we'll have some features once that becomes official.
Congratulations, Brooke.
Congrats, Brooke. Woo! And I believe that is everything for the week. So thank you everyone for stopping by, and whoever who's watching the restream of this. Again, make sure you comment below on your answer to the question of the week. Would you rather fight a duck-sized horse or 10 duck-sized horses? Wait, did I say that right?
10 horse-sized ducks?
Wait, 10 10 horse-sized ducks. No. One horse-sized duck and 10 horse-sized. Wait. Let me go back to it. My brain's mush right now.
We should do a check-in on Mark.
Let's do a check-in,
We're
Mark.
at the end, but we check in a little late. But
I think how has he done? Do you want to talk a little bit about how he's done this podcast?
it's a little rough.
I think he
Put that lemon down. Put that lemon down.
He might be a lemon.
Don't throw fruit at me anymore, or garlic, or anything. I am a news person. I deserve more respect than this. But yeah, comment below. Would you rather a horse-sized duck or 10 duck-sized horses? I got it right, finally. Thank you, Notes. Thank you, MacBook. Also, follow us on wherever you're watching this right now. Let us know if you want to be in the next VCL Spotlight. We'll be having that hopefully next week, and we'll be here next week with the news as well. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. This is Mark Yirrell signing off for the VCL News.
Now we're going to go to...
Before we sign off,
All right, there you go.
Review Mark's performance today. How do you think it went so far?
you know what? Surprisingly, I thought it went better than any show we've done so far.
Yeah, I think
will
so.
say
We
it was
covered a lot of
fluent.
content.
Mhm.
He fumbled a few words. Nothing major. Pretty good though. Do we throw? I mean,
we have them.
we have the.
We have
lemons.
them now.
We have the lemons.
We have them.
Don't
Do
throw
we-
the lemons.
Do we? I mean, we kind
Don't.
of.
This
It
is.
seems
it's tradition.
obligatory. What does the internet think we should do?
Wait, it says the live video
But-
ended. What?
But wait a minute.
Shouldn't. We're still online.
We're live? What?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, maybe that's
I
the
think-
bad one.
But wait a minute.
That could be the bad one.
Is this
wait.
better?
Oh, garlic.
Garlic?
What? Why? What are you doing?
You can adding garlic to anything.
Please don't
makes it
throw
better.
things
It
at
could be
me.
cruel though. He's a vampire.
You don't. I'm not a
This is-
vampire.
this is
I'm a
not
lot
that.
of things. Why does it say that we're interviewing Anthony Schultz and
Hey,
the
Don't
This is-
question Anthony Schultz. All right.
I've got this.
Um,
You guys got to update the
metadata.
stream. The
Yeah.
stream title.
So, but now,
Yeah.
I think today's show is pretty
It's
good.
pretty good.
I think
It's
you
pretty
did-
good. Coming out.
All right.
What are you guys planning to do? What are you guys trying to do? Trying to do something? Trying to do something? Trying to do
Oh,
something?
God,
Trying
we
to throw fruit at me? Is that what you're trying to do?
All right.
Go over
guys.
there so we can throw fruit at
No,
you.
don't throw fruit at me. I don't want. Somebody send help. Send help.
Thanks
All right.
for watching
Send
the
help to
VCL
Melrose.
News. We'll catch you
Bye-bye.
next time.
Massachusetts. No, what are you doing? Don't put it down my shirt.